Ever wondered how the Roman and Greek empires compare with each other? In this video, we will be comparing them on the basis of their influence on the world, keeping in mind aspects like their geographical extent, approach to warfare, relation with God and religion, quality of life, the people, the culture, and finally the reason for their decline. The Roman Empire was one of the most significant and enduring civilizations in history, with its origins dating back to 27 BC when Augustus became the first emperor of Rome. It succeeded the Roman Republic and expanded its territory through military conquests and strategic diplomacy. At its height, the Roman Empire covered a vast expanse of land, including much of Europe, North Africa, and parts of the Middle East. Rome, the capital city, became a hub of culture, politics, and power. The Roman Empire's strength lay in its efficient governance, vast infrastructure, and a professional army. It also made remarkable contributions to law, engineering, and architecture. The decline and eventual fall of the Roman Empire, around 476 AD, marked a turning point in history, with various factors contributing to its downfall, including economic instability, political corruption, and external pressures. The term Greek Empire typically refers to the Hellenistic Empire that emerged after the conquests of Alexander the Great in the 4th century BC. Alexander, a brilliant military strategist and commander, successfully conquered vast territories, stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. Following his death in 323 BC, his generals divided the empire into several kingdoms, each ruled by a different successor. These Hellenistic kingdoms continued to influence the regions they controlled, spreading Greek culture, language, and ideas. The Hellenistic period saw a flourishing of art, science, and philosophy, with prominent figures like Archimedes, Euclid, and Epicurus making significant contributions. While the Greek Empire did not maintain its unity, its cultural and intellectual legacy persisted for centuries and had a profound impact on subsequent civilizations, such as the Roman and Byzantine empires. The Roman Empire's expansion across Europe was a defining characteristic of its territorial extent. It originated in the heart of Italy, with the city of Rome as its capital. Over the centuries, Roman legions pushed outward, conquering and incorporating vast swaths of territory. Regions such as Spain, France, and Britain came under Roman control, marking the western boundaries of their domain. These conquests led to a significant cultural exchange, with Roman architecture, law, and language leaving an indelible mark on these European regions. The Roman Empire extended south into North Africa, which became known as the breadbasket of Rome. This region included the territories of modern-day Egypt, Tunisia, and Algeria, and it was vital to sustaining the Roman population through the cultivation of grains and other agricultural products. Roman rule in North Africa brought significant economic prosperity and cultural exchange to this part of the world. The Roman Empire's reach also extended into the Middle East. Territories like modern-day Turkey, Anatolia, Syria, Israel, and Jordan were incorporated into the empire. These regions had a rich history of their own, but Roman rule transformed them with its unique blend of military might, governance, and culture. As the Roman Empire evolved, it was eventually divided into the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire. The Western Roman Empire encompassed territories in Europe, North Africa, and the western parts of the Middle East, with Rome as its center. The Eastern Roman Empire, often called the Byzantine Empire, maintained control over the eastern part of the empire, including regions in the Balkans, Greece, and Anatolia. The division of the empire highlighted the vastness of its territory and the need for separate governance to manage its complexities. The Greek Empire, also known as the Hellenistic Empire, is unique in its origin, stemming from the meteoric rise of a young Macedonian king, Alexander the Great. In the 4th century BC, Alexander embarked on a series of campaigns that spanned a geographical extent unprecedented in his time. His conquests reached as far east as India, covering a vast region that included parts of Europe, Greece and Macedonia, Egypt, the Middle East, including Persia, and large parts of Asia, including modern-day Pakistan and northern India. Alexander's vision was to unite these disparate regions under his rule and to create a fusion of Greek and local cultures. After Alexander's death in 323 BC, his vast empire was divided among his generals, known as the Diadochi. This division led to the formation of several successor kingdoms, each with its own sphere of influence. The key successor kingdoms included the Seleucid Empire, Ptolemaic Egypt, the Antigonid Kingdom, and the Kingdom of Pergamon. These Hellenistic kingdoms continued to spread Greek culture and influence throughout the Eastern Mediterranean and beyond. The Roman Empire and the Hellenistic Greek Empire had distinct approaches to warfare, reflecting their unique circumstances and cultural backgrounds. The Roman Empire's military strength was characterized by a professional standing army, known as the legions, comprised of career soldiers who received training and salaries. This professional force provided a disciplined and loyal army, which was vital for maintaining control over the vast territories of the Roman Empire. Roman military success was rooted in tactical versatility. They could adapt to different terrains, enemies, and strategic objectives. This adaptability allowed them to fight effectively in open fields, fortified positions, and engage in both offensive and defensive warfare. The Romans were also pioneers in engineering and siege warfare, developing innovative siege engines and techniques, such as the ballista and siege towers. Their construction of roads, aqueducts, and fortifications not only facilitated military operations, but also left a lasting impact on the regions they conquered. The Roman legions were organized into cohorts, allowing for efficient command and control on the battlefield. In contrast, the Hellenistic Empire, particularly during Alexander the Great's reign and the subsequent rule of the Diadochi, was characterized by mobile warfare and tactical innovation. Alexander's armies relied on mobility and cavalry, with an emphasis on combined arms where infantry, cavalry, and archers worked together. The Macedonian phalanx, characterized by tightly packed infantry armed with long spears, was a cornerstone of Alexander's strategy. After Alexander's death, the Diadochi continued to employ these tactics, but adapted them to their own circumstances. The Hellenistic period saw the development of new military tactics, including the use of siege warfare, and the formation of successor kingdoms, each with its military traditions. The nature of the military forces differed. The Romans had a professional standing army of career soldiers, while the Hellenistic states often relied on citizen soldiers or mercenaries. The Romans' professional legions provided a stable and disciplined military force, while the Hellenistic states had more heterogeneous armies that varied in quality and loyalty. The Romans were tactically versatile, adapting their strategies to different conditions, while the Hellenistic states, under Alexander's influence, emphasized the Macedonian phalanx. Both empires excelled in siege warfare, with the Romans known for their mastery of engineering and siege engines, and the Hellenistic states employing innovative tactics in siege warfare. Both invested in military engineering and infrastructure, with the Romans' vast road networks, aqueducts, and fortifications, and the Hellenistic states constructing fortifications and military infrastructure to secure their territories. In summary, the Roman Empire's military success was underpinned by a professional, disciplined army, tactical versatility, and mastery of engineering and siege warfare, while the Hellenistic Empire, inspired by Alexander's strategies and the adaptations of the Diadochi, relied on mobile warfare, cavalry, the Macedonian phalanx, and innovative siege tactics. The Roman Empire and the Hellenistic Greek Empire had intricate and evolving relationships with gods and religion, reflecting the dynamism of belief systems and their interplay with political and cultural dynamics. In the Roman Empire, religion was primarily characterized by polytheism, with a diverse pantheon of gods and goddesses who presided over various aspects of life. These deities included Jupiter, the king of the gods, Mars, the god of war, Venus, the goddess of love, and many more. Religion was deeply interwoven with the Roman state, and the emperor often assumed the role of the high priest, responsible for conducting rituals and ceremonies to maintain the favor of the gods. This confluence of religious and political authority was instrumental in reinforcing the unity and stability of the empire. One notable aspect of Roman religion was its syncretism, the practice of integrating foreign gods and belief systems into the Roman pantheon. This syncretic approach allowed the Romans to absorb the deities of conquered peoples, fostering a sense of cultural integration and unity within the expansive territories they controlled. While state-sponsored religious activities were expected of the subjects, the Roman Empire generally tolerated a wide range of religious beliefs and practices, allowing local customs and traditions to coexist with Roman polytheism. This religious tolerance contributed to the inclusivity of the Roman Empire and facilitated peaceful coexistence among diverse religious communities. The religious landscape of the Roman Empire experienced a significant transformation over time. The rise of Christianity posed a profound challenge to traditional Roman polytheism. Christianity, with its monotheistic belief system centered on Jesus Christ, fundamentally challenged the traditional Roman religious paradigm. This transformation gained momentum, and Emperor Constantine's conversion to Christianity in the 4th century AD marked a pivotal turning point. Under his rule, Christianity gained increasing prominence, and the Roman Empire ultimately underwent a transformation from polytheism to monotheism, culminating in the establishment of Christianity as the state religion. In contrast, the Hellenistic Greek Empire's approach to religion shared some commonalities with the Roman Empire, but was also marked by philosophical influence and a pronounced emphasis on individual spirituality. Similar to the Romans, the Greeks adhered to polytheism, with a pantheon of gods and goddesses that included Zeus, Athena, and Apollo, each representing different aspects of life and nature. However, the Hellenistic period was characterized by profound philosophical exploration, with schools like the Stoics and the Epicureans emerging. These philosophies often questioned traditional religious beliefs and emphasized personal virtue, ethics, and the pursuit of wisdom. The philosophical currents of the Hellenistic era challenged the traditional religious landscape, encouraging individuals to consider their own ethical and spiritual paths. One notable development during the Hellenistic period was the emergence of mystery religions. These secretive religious rites, such as the cult of Isis and the Eleusinian mysteries, promised initiation into deeper spiritual insights and personal salvation. They were distinct from the public state-sponsored polytheism, as they provided individuals with a more personal and transcendent spiritual experience. The embrace of mystery religions and philosophical thought during the Hellenistic period represented a departure from the rigid traditionalism of state-sponsored religious practices. The religious ideas and philosophical perspectives that emerged during the Hellenistic period had a profound and lasting influence on the Roman world as well. This was particularly evident in the time leading up to the rise of Christianity. Mystery religions and philosophical schools played a significant role in shaping the spiritual and philosophical landscape of the Roman Empire. The pursuit of personal spirituality and the exploration of profound mysteries were ideals that resonated with individuals seeking a deeper connection to the divine and the transcendence of the material world. In the Roman Empire, the quality of life was marked by a complex interplay of different factors, resulting in a varied experience for its inhabitants. One of the most significant contributors to the quality of life in the Roman Empire was its remarkable infrastructure, including an extensive road network, aqueducts, and architectural wonders. These innovations facilitated trade, communication, and the provision of clean water to urban centers, which greatly improved public health and quality of life. The Roman Empire was highly urbanized, and its cities were centers of culture, politics, and commerce. In cities like Rome, residents had access to a wide range of amenities and entertainment, including theaters, bathhouses, and public libraries. The quality of life for urban Romans was often more comfortable and convenient, with access to a wide range of goods and services. In contrast, life in rural areas of the Roman Empire, particularly for those engaged in agriculture, could be more challenging. The quality of life for rural residents varied depending on factors such as land ownership, access to resources, and the presence of infrastructure. Some Roman farmers and landowners enjoyed a good standard of living, while others faced economic hardships. The Roman legal system, one of the most advanced of its time, played a crucial role in shaping the quality of life. It provided a framework for property rights, contracts, and legal protections, offering a degree of security and predictability in daily life. This legal system extended citizenship rights and Roman law to a significant portion of the population, contributing to the sense of order and fairness in society. The Roman class system, however, also influenced the quality of life. The elite, including senators and wealthy landowners, lived in luxury, with access to education and cultural experiences. The middle class, comprising artisans, traders, and professionals, enjoyed a comfortable lifestyle, while the lower classes, such as laborers and slaves, faced more challenging conditions. One aspect of Roman life that significantly impacted the quality of life was the role of slavery. Slavery was deeply ingrained in Roman society and the economy, with slaves performing a wide range of tasks, from agricultural labor to household chores. The treatment of slaves varied, and some had relatively comfortable lives, while others experienced harsh conditions. In the Hellenistic Empire, including the time of Alexander the Great and his successors, the quality of life was influenced by a distinct set of characteristics. The Hellenistic world was marked by cultural diversity and the spread of Greek culture, facilitated by the vast extent of Alexander's conquests and the blending of Greek, Persian, Egyptian, and other traditions. Cities like Alexandria in Egypt became centers of learning and culture, contributing to a vibrant intellectual environment. The famous Library of Alexandria symbolized the Hellenistic commitment to scholarship and the preservation of knowledge. The quality of life in these cosmopolitan cities included access to libraries, theaters, and philosophical schools, fostering an environment conducive to intellectual and artistic pursuits. Hellenistic art and architecture were celebrated for their innovation and beauty, with a focus on realism and the portrayal of human emotions. This artistic creativity enriched daily life, from the adornment of public spaces to the appreciation of sculpture and paintings. Greek philosophy also played a pivotal role in shaping the intellectual climate, with schools like the Stoics and the Epicureans offering guidance on ethical and spiritual matters. The quality of life in rural areas of the Hellenistic Empire varied, much like in the Roman Empire. Agricultural communities were essential to the empire's prosperity, and the well-being of rural inhabitants depended on factors such as land ownership, resource availability, and economic conditions. The Hellenistic Empire's legal systems varied across its regions, influenced by the diverse cultural traditions it encompassed. While some areas benefited from well-developed legal structures, others relied on customary law and local practices. The quality of life in these regions was shaped by the effectiveness and fairness of legal systems. Society in the Hellenistic Empire was often more inclusive, allowing for the mobility of people and ideas. The quality of life for residents in urban centers, such as Alexandria, Antioch, and Pergamon, was enriched by their cultural diversity and opportunities for social and economic advancement. Social mobility was facilitated by the Hellenistic world's emphasis on commerce, trade, and urbanization. As trade routes expanded and interconnected various regions, economic opportunities grew. Merchants, traders, and craftsmen often experienced an improved quality of life, with access to goods, markets, and economic prospects. Like the Roman Empire, the Hellenistic Empire also had a system of slavery, which influenced the quality of life for both enslaved individuals and free citizens. While slavery existed in both empires, the Hellenistic world's extensive trading networks and commercial activities often led to a greater movement of enslaved people across different regions. The decline of the Roman and Hellenistic Greek empires was a complex process shaped by a multitude of interrelated factors. In the case of the Roman Empire, several key factors contributed to its decline. Economic challenges played a significant role, as the empire faced issues like devaluation of currency, high taxation, and economic instability. The cost of maintaining a vast standing army and an extensive bureaucracy strained the Roman treasury, and trade disruption due to barbarian invasions further exacerbated the economic crisis. Social factors, including declining moral values, loss of civic virtue, and political corruption, undermined the cohesion of Roman society. The political structure faced challenges, with frequent changes in leadership, usurpations, and fragmentation of the empire into smaller, less cohesive units. Additionally, external pressures from barbarian invasions and conflicts with neighboring powers, such as the Sassanid Empire in the east, further weakened the Roman state. Lastly, the rise of Christianity and the eventual conversion of the empire to Christianity altered the cultural and religious landscape, contributing to shifts in societal values and priorities. In the Hellenistic Empire, the reasons for decline were also multifaceted. The empire established by Alexander the Great and his successors faced issues related to territorial expansion and overextension. The vast size of the empire, encompassing diverse regions and cultures, made effective governance and communication challenging. Rivalry among Alexander's successors, known as the Diadochi, led to power struggles and territorial divisions. Economic problems, such as the cost of maintaining a vast army, were exacerbated by the empire's need to fund ambitious projects and maintain the infrastructure that supported its urban centers. Cultural and social changes were also at play, with the spread of Greek culture and philosophy influencing diverse regions. However, these influences sometimes clashed with local traditions and values, leading to social tensions. Furthermore, external threats, including the expansion of the Roman Republic and conflicts with other powers, contributed to the empire's gradual weakening. In both the Roman and Hellenistic cases, the decline resulted from a combination of internal and external factors, including economic pressures, social and cultural changes, political instability, military challenges, and shifts in the global geopolitical landscape. These empires, which had once reached remarkable heights, ultimately succumbed to a convergence of circumstances that tested their resilience and capacity to adapt to a changing world. In conclusion, the Roman and Hellenistic, Greek empires, both formidable and influential in their respective eras, exhibit remarkable similarities and distinctions across various facets of their existence. The Roman Empire, with its remarkable organizational and engineering prowess, was characterized by a professional standing army, legal systems that influenced Western jurisprudence, and the unparalleled development of infrastructure such as roads and aqueducts. The Roman commitment to polytheism, followed by a transition to monotheism with the rise of Christianity, shaped the spiritual and cultural dimensions of its society. However, the empire's decline was driven by economic challenges, shifting societal values, political instability, external threats, and the transformation from polytheism to monotheism. The Hellenistic Empire, in the era of Alexander the Great and his successors, exhibited intellectual vibrancy, cultural diversity, and the spread of Greek thought and philosophy. Philosophical schools such as the Stoics and the Epicureans, alongside libraries and artistic innovations, enriched the lives of its inhabitants. Challenges in the Hellenistic Empire included territorial overextension, political rivalry among the Diadochi, economic strains, cultural conflicts, and external threats. In both cases, the decline of these vast and influential empires resulted from a complex interplay of internal and external factors. Economic pressures, social and cultural changes, political instability, military challenges, and shifts in the global geopolitical landscape all contributed to their gradual weakening. While the Roman and Hellenistic empires left indelible imprints on the course of history, their eventual decline serves as a reminder of the complex and multifaceted nature of the rise and fall of civilizations, with lessons that continue to resonate in contemporary world affairs. The legacies of these empires continue to shape the political, social, and cultural landscapes of the modern world, underscoring their enduring importance in the annals of history.